Hello there friends, it's Juliana Michaels and welcome to my channel. If you've ever wanted to create interactive cards that wow without a million supplies or an engineering degree, you're going to love what I have to share with you today. But before we dive in, and because we're already talking about interactive cards, I have to tell you about something super exciting. I'm part of the upcoming Stress Free Cardmaking Summit Fun Folds and Interactive Cards Edition. This is a totally free 3-day online event packed with classes from amazing card makers who are sharing tips and tricks for creating spinners, flaps, pop-ups, you name it, and of course my personal favorite, shaker cards. If you're like me and want to soak up all the crafty goodness, you might want to check out the Ultimate Cardmaking Bundle. It gives you lifetime access to every single summit presentation, plus 3 exclusive live classes with Justine and Laurel, the hosts, private challenges, prizes, and a treasure trove of bonuses, including templates, exclusive classes, and tutorials, along with the exclusive Summit workbook that's filled with step-by-step photos, supply lists, and more. But here's the thing, it's only available for a limited time. Once the summit ends, the bundle will disappear. So if you're even slightly curious, you might want to check it out now before it's gone. You can find the link to the free ticket for the summit in the description box below. And once you get your free ticket, you can decide whether you want to get the Ultimate Bundle or not. In my class for the summit, I'll be showing how to create a classic shaker card. You know, the kind with a little bit of dimension and a lot of shakety shake. And the best part? Aside from your basic craft supplies, you'll only need to grab 5 supplies to craft along with me. I'll walk you through step by step and show you just how easy it is to create a shaker card that is a showstopper but still super easy to put together. Now while we're still talking about shaker cards, in this video I'm going to share with you another shaker card option, a fast and fun flat shaker card that is super mail friendly and can be made with basic supplies. And yes, it still has all that shakety shake. So let's get into it. So it's really pretty simple. All you need to create this card are some background papers. So like you could go through your stash of pre-made backgrounds that you've not found a use for, because you know we all have them. You could also, you just use some pattern paper, you know, because again, we all have this, stacks and stacks of it, probably. And then some kind of shaker mix, so some kind of like sequins or confetti type things. Probably want to stay away from any kind of beads because those are going to be a little too thick for what we're doing here. Then you could also use glitter, like this confetti or mermaid shimmer flakes. Then you need some double-sided adhesive. And then last but not least, you need plastic acetate from like packaging. So I like to use the plastic covers that the packaging comes in, like for stamps or dies. Another option could be to use like treat bags that you could get like at your local craft store. It just needs to be a thin, pliable, clear plastic. So I went through my stash of backgrounds and just picked a couple that I liked but never did anything with. One of them is an alcohol ink background and this one is just a stamped background. And then I went through my pile of acetate plastic sleeves, and all you need to do is, you know, take some scissors and then trim it down so that it's just slightly larger than your background for your card. So for my cards, I'm going to probably end up layering them onto another piece of paper. So I cut them down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches, but you could certainly leave the background full for the size of the card that you're creating. Or if you want to do like a matte layer, you can do that as well. And, you know, so then you can just, I like to leave maybe about a 1/2 inch around the edges on the card. And then you can just use your scissors and trim off the excess. So if you have too much hanging over, it kind of gets in the way a little bit. So, and if you want it to be absolutely perfect, of course, you could also use your paper trimmer. And then from here, you're going to position your background face down on top of the acetate. Then you're going to take some of your double-sided adhesive tape and you're just going to run that around the edges of the back side of your paper that you're going to be using for the background. So this could be a background like what I'm using from my stash of backgrounds, or it could just be a piece of patterned paper, whatever you want to use. So then you're going to center that in there again and take your scissors and you're going to trim kind of like an angle off the corner all the way around. And if it starts sliding around on you, just kind of recenter it. And then from there, you're going to peel off just one of the adhesive strips. Kind of recenter your cardstock onto your acetate sheet. And then you're just going to fold that edge up and burnish it into the adhesive strip there. And then you're going to do that on both sides as well. And there you have a pocket. So you're not going to do this one just yet. So next what we're going to do is add our confetti and sequins to this. So this is really, how much you add here is really kind of up to you, personal preference. You know, if you just want a little bit of color in there, you can just add a little bit, or you can add a lot. I think it kind of depends on, you know, maybe what background you're using or working with there, but I kind of wanted to add a nice little mix of colors in here and shapes with all these different stars and sequins. And then this is just kind of like a glitter. So this is going to be a little bit more staticky probably, but it'll add a lot of nice little shimmer in there because it's a little bit smaller than the other sequins that I have. So it'll add a nice mix to the combination there. And then once you have it full as you'd like, you're going to peel off that last strip, fold that over, and voila, your flat shaker card is ready to go. So that's simple, super easy. So then you just can repeat that with any background you have, and you know, you could make a bunch of these up and then just have them ready to go to decorate. Because when it comes time to decorate, maybe just go through your stash of sentiment stamps and dies, go through your bin of, you know, excess die cuts or stamped or stenciled images or whatever you might have. I kind of tend to keep a little bin and dig through this sometimes when I'm looking for something to put on the card. And then, you know, from there you can just, you know, create a card quick and easy. Just add some pre-made sentiments and die cuts to it and you're ready to go. And that's a wrap on today's card. Thanks so much for watching. If you want even more fun fold and interactive card ideas, don't miss the free Stress Free Cardmaking Summit happening May 16th through the 18th. Just a reminder, I'll be teaching a classic shaker card in my class, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. All the details are linked below. I hope to see you there.